I'm gonna have to put you by me. She.
I don't like sitting at the end.
I know. We need a circular table right there.
We will send in and be in.
Well, you coming at the end by me next time. I'm gonna put you at the front.
Yeah, put the one.
No, Evelyn told me she was sitting by me to support me, so she cannot.
Oh, yeah. Meeting has come to order now.
I can't see it into my wig.
The executive session is finished, completed. And our decision in executive session is to, for the executive director salary to be, 160,000. Our next item is the 2024 legislative,
You have to make they need to make a motion to present to the full council.
oh, sorry.
Motion to present that to the council, yeah.
Somebody needs to make a motion.
I would like to make a motion.
Yes, you have the floor.
I would like to make a motion to set the executive director salary at 160,000 and present that to the full board.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay. It is moved in second to bring the salary for the executive director to 160,000.
I guess you can.
Is there any debate from the committee members? Is there any public comment? Are you ready for the question? So the question is to set the executive director's salary at 160,000. Right. Are there any objections to this motion? Are there any abstentions? Hearing no objections, the motion is approved. Right. Our next item is the 2024 legislative kickoff advocacy agenda recommendations. The chair recognizes Ebony Haven to start the discussion.
Okay, so I know we are right at 10 o'clock, so I know the next meeting is gonna start in 15 minutes, so I'll be really brief. The information that you got in your packet includes the 3 items that the FHF directors and LaCan leaders decided to recommend to the council for the 2024 legislative advocacy agenda. And those items included recurring funding for the Families Health and Family Centers, funding increase for direct service worker pay raises, and to eliminate the family flexible funding wait list. So just to kind of give you guys a quick background on how we get to this part of it, the LaCan leaders conduct regional LaCan member meetings in their regions. Most of them did at least 2 meetings, one virtual, one in person. They collect the information from their members, and then they send it all into us. We categorize it, and then we send it back out to the leaders and directors for them to actually rank them and prioritize them. And then at the kickoff meeting, we discuss the ones that had a priority or a ranking of 5 or more. So that first document that was attached to the agenda, as you can see, those are the items that received that 5 or more priority rating. And then at the meeting, they actually voted. And you can see on that second sheet.
Totaled 5 or more in priority 1 and 2.
Right.
They total, okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
What sheet?
If you look here at the issues where it has the priority, if it totaled a 5 or more in priority 1 or 2, it was listed on that first sheet.
One guy.
Or that first.
If 1 and 2 totaled more than 5.
Yeah, 5 or more, yeah.
Now, first time.
So at kickoff, the leaders and directors, they vote on those items that they felt were most important, and you can see the votes, the ones that are in favor and not in favor. And this is the legislative advocacy agenda that they decided to recommend to you all. So at this point, you guys can accept the recommendations on those three items. Or we also included the list of all the community input that they received from every person from every region. So if there was another item that you all felt that you wanted to recommend to the council instead of those three items, you have the ability to do that. Or you can change the advocacy agenda altogether. So those are your three options.
Is there a motion?
This one, it's this one. I know.
So this, let's ask a question. Is this what they'll be working on coming in the new year and a new kind of financial year, budgetary year? Is that what this is?
For the 2024 legislative session?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
they will work on
Well,
this.
that's what the council needs to work on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the information they received from parents. Okay.
Mhm.
So. Like, affordable family plus funding. They didn't get the 5 though.
Yeah, so that one has 2 stars by Jill, if you look at it, and then if you go to the bottom of the sheet, it tells you that this issue was included in the list of issues obtained from statewide community input meetings, but it was not originally included in the list of highest priority rated issues. The Lacan leaders and FHS directors voted to consider this issue as a potential recommendation to the council during the kickoff meeting.
Okay.
I don't know, does anybody else have any
And
questions?
we just make a motion to accept the recommendation.
That's what you want to
If
do.
that's the will of the,
Right, right.
You have 100 items that
Right.
you considered.
Mhm.
We can't do all 100.
you do all 100.
So they're ranked, correct? I'm just haven't read them all yet. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, the-
Depend which document you're looking at,
right.
but they're not necessarily ranked. I mean, they are somewhat within each area.
That is that one.
There's one being.
But the very back document that lists all the issues, those aren't necessarily ranked.
Okay,
It's just,
okay.
So the
I
2
wanna,
pages here, I'm sorry, are the recommendations for this year. These are this one.
Yes, so the ones,
what's
Okay.
highlighted.
yes, the ones in gray are what's being recommended
Okay,
for
so
the
the ones in gray.
advocacy.
I felt like that was for
Okay.
like, see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what necessarily is. And I didn't feel like this down here. I feel like there's another organization is like this.
Yeah.
Then that's not our specialty. So I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna make a motion myself for the recommendation.
Okay, go ahead.
And maybe. I would like to make a motion. Yes, ma'am, go ahead. I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendations presented to us.
Ready a second?
I second it.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It is moved in second To accept the legislative kickoff advocacy agenda recommendations.
Yes, these are all.
Is there any debate from committee members?
And we.
Yes.
Is there any public comment? Are you ready for the question? The question is that we accept the 2024 legislative kickoff advocacy agenda recommendations. All those in favor of
If
this?
you want to see it, I'm working on it. I'm just want to make sure that I include the items.
That's,
Oh,
that's, I didn't want to put that on. We can talk about that. Like the retaliation. You can do that. Something else. There's another council.
Yeah.
Something with that. This, I think that, I think that.
We kind of,
But we, that ain't our specialty.
kind of, it's a big thing.
Yes. Because ain't that, shouldn't we have to go with the departments?
We have an education.
But we can
Yeah.
compare it to the rate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, like the three that they had, pay raises. I know you're.
Yes, it definitely does.
Mhm.
It may not. We may not can make the change, but we can present it. A lot of this
month.
it has something to do with how our babies be
Mhm.
treated.
The question is on to accept the legislative kickoff advocacy recommendations for the 2024 year. Are there any objections to this motion? Are there any abstentions?
That's why.
Hearing no objections, the motion is approved. Is there any public comment? Is there any further business? Hearing none, we will adjourn the meeting. Meeting is now adjourned.
So I'm not-